So welcome back. In the previous video we were talking about B trees and we also looked into the insertion part. In today's video we'll talk about deletion, and this deletion will be done keeping the same factors in mind, which is your order, and based on this order you have your key values in a node. Right, so key values means the number of values in a particular node. Now we have to look into the max, which is your order minus 1, the max number of key values, and the min, which is your order by 2 minus 1. Right, so this the ceiling. These two things we need to take care of in order to come up with this, and of course it does not apply for your root node. Let's take one simple example of a B tree, and let's see how it looks. Let's say I have a B tree of 108, and then I have something with, let's say, 63, I have 81, then I have 36, I have 45. So I'm putting commas in order to make the things very clear. So visually it should be clear. 72, 79, then I have, let's say let me add some more values to this side. I have 90, I have 93, I have 10. Now on this side what I have is, I have, let's say, 117, I have 201, and then let me add some more values to this. So the way I'm making is so that it should be visually clear. 111, I have 114, and then I have, let's say, 151, I have 180, and then let me add some more values. I have, let's say, 243, I have, let's say, 256, I have, let's say, 333, I have, let's say, 444. Now while looking at this particular node, you might have got the idea that the order of B tree is 5, because 4 values. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibilities there, right? So, and see, these are at the same level, but just to make it visually appealing, I have drawn in a similar way. Now let's say I have to delete a value 93. Now I have to look for 93, of course, on the left hand side, reached here, of course, on the right hand side, and I identified this. I have looked into this. Now I know order is this, so max value will be 4, max key values 4, 5 minus 1. Min will be 5 by 2, ceiling minus 1, which is 2. So if I remove this, it is not going to bring any impact on overall funda, which is of having minimum key values. So simply I can get this as 90, 10. Just simply I've removed your 93. Now and there isn't any impact. Now let's remove another value, and it is can be, let's say, 201. So I have to identify. I have come to this side, and I have to move towards right, because 201, of course, greater than 108. I found 100. Oh, I identified that. Okay, this is somewhere here. Now in this case I have to look into a problem. The problem is, if suppose I'm deleting this, I'll only be left with 117, which is violating this particular rule, which is at least I should have minimum number of values, and which is 2. So for this sake, I'll get in touch with the child. I'll see how many number of values I have. 4. Now I can simply request for sending, of course, the minimum possible value. That can only minimum among these set. So my resultant tree will be, let me draw this once again because then it would be visually appealing, right? So my new tree will look like something with these two additions. 108 on the left hand side, I have 63, 81, and on this side I have 36, I have 45, I have two more values which are 72 and 79. On this side what I have is I have 90 and 101 because there was a deletion of 93. Now on this side I observe a change, which is I have requested for this particular value. So 243 goes up, so 117 comma 243, and then what I have is this value remains as it is, which is your 111 comma 114. Now this particular value remains as it is, which is 151 comma 180. This side we see a change, which is now 243 has gone up. I am left with 256. I am left with 333. I am left with 444. This is what we have as of now. Now let's delete another value, and this time let's delete 180. So once again I'll come to this side. From this I'll move to the right hand portion and I'll reach 117. I'll reach for 243. From there once again I'll see it will be somewhere in between. So I move to this side. I've identified 115. I have identified that okay, I have to delete this. Some issues once again, and the issues are that if suppose I have to delete it, then I'll be left with single value, which is 151 only. Once again, that's not acceptable. So after deleting, I'll request some value to my right sibling, and this value cannot be directly obtained from here. So I'll get in touch with this particular part. Now this 243 will come down, this 256 will go up, and this replacement will be done. So my resultant tree on the right hand side will be somewhat this. Let me draw it once again because you'll get an idea that how this movement took place. So I have 117, I have 256 on this side because this came from below. I have 111, 114 as it is. Then I have 151 and 243. This 243 came from top because this exchange happened. And then I have 333 and 444 as it is. This is my final tree after deleting 180. So there was an adjustment done on this side. That means firstly I tried to get in touch with my right sibling, and then I saw that okay, this has sufficient number of key values, right? So that means in case of deleting a node, if the leaf node contains more than the minimum number of key values, what we do is we delete it directly, right? That we did in the very first part. And if in case the leaf node does not contain the minimum elements, then we fill the node by taking an element either from the left or from the right sibling. And this is not done directly, this is done with the help of parent. So if the left sibling has more than the minimum number of values, I push the largest value, I'll push the largest value, and I'll pull down this value from the parent node. Or else if I have to do this exchange with the right sibling, I'll pull up the minimum value from the right sibling and pull down the largest value or the intervening parent, right? Or maybe the largest value in the upper node, and if suppose it is middle, then it can be the intervening one. So I hope you might have got some idea about it. Now let's say I have to delete 72 this time. Now where is 72? I came to this side, I identified 63, somewhere in between I identified that okay, it is here. Now if suppose I am deleting this, once again I am violating a particular thing. So the best part is, what I can do is, I have to do lot amount of merging. Just because this pulling and pushing up is not going to work, because this is going to disturb here as well. I don't have any extra nodes on this. In that case, what I'm supposed to do is, one thing I have realized, if I'm deleting it, I can bring this down and I can merge it. Then what will happen is, this 81 becomes alone, right? This 81 becomes alone. So for that sake, I have to do further merging as well. And what will happen is, because now this 81 becomes alone, once again 81 will get in touch with this, right? Let me draw the diagram, then things will be much more clearer. And this time what I'll do is, I'll exclude this particular set, I'll come up with the rest of the diagram, so you will have a clear cut idea. So what I have at this moment of time is, I have 108, and on this side I have 81, and to this 81 I have all those values which are merged, which is 36, 45, 63, which I brought down after, and then 79. Right, this is what has happened to this, right? 36, 45, 63 and 79, 72 deleted, 81 left alone. And on the right hand side, what I have is, on the right hand side of 81, I still have 90 and 101. And to this, I have 117 and 256. And below it, once again, I have a subtree which I am not drawing at this moment, because our focus is to now look into this part. Once again, 81 gets in touch with this, right? And will ask for some extra values. No, I don't have. So what I am supposed to do is pushing some values and then getting this. That means get this and this. That is also not possible. So here the best option here, what we get is that I have to merge these particular set, and this rest everything remains the same. So how my resultant tree will be after merging this particular part. So what I'm going to get is, I'll have 81 here as it is, 108 merged with this, 117 took from the right hand side, 256, and then what I have is, I have 36, I have 45, I have 63, I have 79 as it is. Then on this side I have 90 and 101, this one, and then what I see is this has merged to this, I am left with this subtree. So for that sake, what I am supposed to do is, for this particular part, I have to go back to this now. Left hand side of the 117, I have this as well. So I have to get in touch with this. So I'm adding 101, 114 from the same old part, which is this, which previously we haven't shown in the diagram because there wasn't any need. Now I'm adding 151 to this 243 as it is, and the last portion, which is 333 and your 444. This is the final one after deleting 72. So this 72 has brought a major change in our B tree. So this is all about deletion, right? So every time what you have to do is either you have to push up or you have to merge from the sibling, or you have to push up and bring some values towards the downward side. So this is how the ultimately it looks like. So that's all about deletion in a binary tree. B tree. So once again, what we have to look into it, the factor is that we have to take care of all those factors where your order and your number of key values are kept intact, and of course lesser values on the left hand side, right, greater values on the right hand side, that will always be there. So this is all about your B tree.